Well, that wasn't what I expected. Hey Void, Phoebe Rizzo here, checking in on day 21. So, progress continues, and it was Shudder today, and I came across La Llorona. Not the Curse of La Llorona, we just talked about that before I got into this mess. No, different La Llorona. There's a lot of La Llorona movies. I know I'd seen one from many years ago, so when this popped up, I was wondering if that was that one. Because most of them have pretty generic titles. But no, this is a new one that I had not seen before. This one's a Shudder original and came out in 2019. And I was not prepared for what I got into here. Now, this is a Guatemalan film, and it's more about genocide than anything supernatural. There are supernatural elements, vaguely, but they do still play a factor. This is a heavy drama that is got a few horror trappings. So it's weird that it's a Shudder original, but at the same time, I can't say it was a bad film. It's a very well made movie. And I can honestly say I was pretty glued into it, but it's not a scary movie, but it's not trying to be either. Oh, there are some horrors in it, that's for damn sure. Okay, so this is everything you know about La Llorona. You can just kind of set to the side because this is a complete reimagining of the entire premise. So, whatever you know, maybe set it aside. I mean, there are some elements that are concerning if you know the original source material, particularly with some one keeping putting a girl in underwater, and with all the drowning connotations La Llorona usually has. It was a little concerning at points, but no. This is still a very different animal. Okay, so this movie's about a retired general who is a war criminal. He essentially in the Guatemalan Revolution against that pretty much led an extermination campaign against the local Mayan Ixi tribe. I'm not big up on the correct connotations of the Mayan people, so I apologize. For native Mayans, native Guatemalans, I don't know a lot of the proper terminology, so that's I'm at a point of ignorance there. But bad shit went down. So now our general is on trial for war crimes, and at the same time he's starting to wake up in the middle of the night hearing a crying woman that no one else can hear. So he goes to trial and is found guilty. However, not too long after, then he is then hospitalized, and not too long thereafter, his sentence is overturned by essentially a higher court just repealed the verdict, so he was a free man, which caused a whole bunch of protests. So that's where this movie really picks up. Is it's not just the general's not really our main character. It's more of his daughter, his granddaughter, and his wife, and how they're dealing with the situation of Grandpa's a war criminal, and we're under siege in our home trying to sort this out. Like his daughter is asking, did he really do this? Did he do all the things that he is saying? Did he lead soldiers that pillaged, plundered, and raped their way across the country? Most people are saying yes. So she's starting to wonder. His wife is sticking by him, even though she clearly knows a few things that are unpleasant. And yeah, most of the staff is quitting because they're afraid. Are there further protests? Or because he has been hearing things and they're starting to get nervous? Well, since most of the staff has left, a new maid has turned up. Since the one maid that they did keep reached out to her hometown. Most didn't come, this one did. And she's a little strange. And it kind of goes from there of who is this woman? Why is it? Why is the mother having the wife of the war criminal having these terrible nightmares? What keeps waking the general up at the middle of the night, crying, and what is going on? And I will say this one had me glued pretty well. That I didn't know where this was going. It's not my usual type of film, but it was a very well done movie. So if you're up for a heavy material drama, this is a good movie. If you're looking for something scary, this is not for you. There are some creepy elements, and some of them seem more tacked on than anything, but it does pull together nicely overall, I thought. So, it's a good movie. Being poorly advertised here, but I do recommend La Llorona. The 2019 Guatemala film. Being specific there. So, I'm going to give this one a 4 MacGuffins. It was very solid, very well acted. There's a whole aura of... I don't even know what a tense aura throughout the movie, and it wasn't exactly because you're fearing ghosts. You're like the mother and her daughter who are stuck in this home with Grandpa War Criminal. It's uncomfortable and very well done. So, yeah, solid 4 MacGuffins. This came out of nowhere for me, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's movies like this that make me glad I do this month, so I see things I normally wouldn't that I end up enjoying. Or things that I never would have seen otherwise and end up disliking that gives me something to yell about, like yesterday's Candy Corn review. Anyway, so be back with Netflix tomorrow and see where we're at. All right, have a good night, everybody.